folks, we're going to start off, we're just going through the village of Leadenham, and we're on a road trip to take back the radios to our mystery benefactor, Alan, who lives somewhere within 12 miles of Market Raisin. So we have to take them back to his intermediary. It's like, I will see my agent, and there was, well, no doubt, a bag waiting for us. So we're going to usually some nice views, and I just thought we'd take the camcorder along and just have a look at some of those exciting places. What we haven't done is to put the CB radio on in the car, so I think we'll do that. And it's quite high up here, so we're going to have some nice views over Lincolnshire as we head towards Lincoln. Of course, I just missed my cue for the hillier bit.
I've got to go up into Welburn.
We have passed Wellingham. So we've got the Red Arrows. One of the things about living in Lincolnshire, I'd actually zoom in if I could actually see them in the viewfinder. We'll come back to that but I thought I will just record that just in case we don't see them again, because we're going to go past RAF Waddington, which is where their current QTH is. This church is Wellingham, and I once had to help towards something on the electric action of the pipe organ. When I worked at Nottingham Radio, my boss, Mr. Smith, always referred to buses as road elephants. So we'll just overtake the road elephant, coming up to Navenby. A nice windmill. Is this one of the done-up ones, Mr. Chippy, or is it? Oh no, that's this. Yeah,
that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine having your radio room at the top of there.
You can see the Reds again.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, let's hope we get a bit closer to that. I'll carry on recording because we're going to go through this village, and it's nice. Mind you, I can't say there's any horrible villages apart from the one I live in. Well, it's a hamlet, isn't it? And I'm half a mile from that. Radio hamlet. Our friend Bob, who's nowadays in a nursing home, says he went to this chip shop. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, straight at us.
It's got the headlights on. Got noisy engines.
Not that noise of a jet.
Oh, we're stuck at the traffic lights. Pause. Actually get the focus.
Beer and waffles and hot.
Oh, we can't get the focus.
I'll open the window.
There's a Vulcan bomber over there. Oh, come on, focus.
Doesn't help these cars are coming past, does it?
The general
Yes, we'll look at that later, but there is a Vulcan bomber. Yeah, I can see it through the viewfinder. Well done, Mr. Tango. Put the camera on at this point, which is just Waddington, outside Lincoln. Is this building on the left, which looks like a bit of a church, but it isn't. This is the pumping station for the water, so it's sat on an underground reservoir, so it generates that bit of a hill. And I remember that beautiful oak door going on. I was talking about Bob, and he went to the chip shop in Wellingborough, was it? Well,
no,
Navenby. And he also went to this chip shop here, and every time he went to a fish and chip shop, he'd spend about £18. Now, it's not that expensive, and I'm going back a few years. So this was a time when it was probably £5.70 or something. And he used to make the mistake of going, can I have some chips? So they're selling the most expensive portion they did. You're not saying, what's the smallest or the cheapest or what? No, he wouldn't. Can I have some chips? He went to Burger King, and I want a burger. And you know what they'd have said? Do you want this? Do you want to supersize it? Do you want the other? And he'd have said yes to everything because he was hard of hearing. And he ended up spending £18 at Burger King as well. So that was Bob. Right, we're coming into Lincoln now, so we'll put the camera down for a moment. Towards Lincoln. Yes, there's a speed camera down here.
There is.
And we should be able to see Lincoln Cathedral, which was once the biggest structure in Europe.
Yards, speed camera.
Cheers.
I think it's ankle biter kick out time. What do you reckon? Oh yeah.
Just pull out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, is it a private school, that one? Yeah, it is, yeah. That's the lower part of Lincoln High Street. There's pedestrianised bit and there's an upper bit and all those steep hills and things. There's a shop on the corner called Regal Foods, as in fit for a king. Is it this one? We may have actually passed it. But it's not really, it doesn't, the sign doesn't say Regal Foods, it says Legal Foods, as in illegal. Legal Foods. And I met the sign writer, and he said he was told to write Legal Foods, and he'd misheard what the Chinese gentleman had said, which should have read Regal Foods, as in fit for a king. And that sign, I don't know whether it's still there, but it was certainly there for a couple of decades. So there you go. So that's Lincoln Cathedral. As we go past Wi-Fi and all that awful racket. Few buildings typical of 1,000 years old on the right. You know, we see these every day in this country.
We never spotted the Mr. Chippy as well either, did we?
Oh yeah, he's on the left.
Here.
Oh look, this must be my colleague's business. Look at this, Mr. Chippy. That was the law courts on the right. Oh, well, we'll stop at that point. Some charging this car. Some of you may not have seen this procedure. So, open the flap. We've got two connectors, one for the home charger, which is up to 6 kilowatts, and one for the 50 kilowatt Chidemo charger on this car. So we'll plug that in like that, and then we get the credit card out and we try not to snap it. Waiting for EV. and it's now charging. We just need 10 minutes here because it's just that little bit out of range. These cars are 100-mile range. Didn't buy this to go to the end of the country and back. So there we go. What's it doing? It's gone in. It's 23 kilowatts. And then the car on the dashboard has got 3 LEDs, which, as you can see, the third one is flashing. So there you go. We just put this up to 95%. After 10 minutes of McCharge, we're just going over the bridge, and we've got Brayford Pool on the right somewhere.
It's just past here. That was the railway we just come out, so just here now. That's it. Well, nearly just here. Just past these buildings.
All very picturesque anyway. And we've got the cathedral there on the hill, and we're going to go up it. We're high up over the north end of Lincoln now, and of course the view's gone as soon as I've switched the camcorder on, and we're now in stone wall mode. So let's see what we have down here. I suppose it's the same person with the burner on the CB. We did hear a bit of his discussion, and it wasn't recordable because it wasn't legal. Where's that really swished crematorium, Mr. Chippy?
Well, it's just outside Gainsborough.
We're not going to Gainsborough, are we? So I'm stuck with the same. Yeah. That's when we're
Past it, we're not quite going to Gainsborough.
Oh, is that it? Yeah. Right.
Power stations. The one on the right is the one that is earmarked to become a nuclear fusion reactor site. That's West Burton A.
West Burton A. It's the one with all the cooling towers on the left, which I think is 2, 4, 6, 8 cooling towers. I don't know. There's lots of power stations along the Trent.
Well, it's the one on the right.
West Burton A. So they're doing this fusion reactor. When's that going to come online?
We don't know.
They've got to get Mr. Garbage working right, haven't they? Put these potato peelings in and get a megawatt of electricity. Mr. Fusion.
Yeah.
Get it right.
It's DeLorean.
Yeah. So we're not a million miles away from our destination, probably within 10 miles. So it's just such nice countryside. I've told this is the same bloke, which we've been listening to for the 37 miles. Yeah, it is somebody's posh house. And then you've got the power station across the road.
That's West Burton.
It's called Power Station West Burton, is it that one? Yeah, it's very nice. Right, we'll go and do what we've got to do, and we might do a bit of recording on the way back in the dark. It's still that time of year, we're only just in February. It is that cemetery, crematorium. We've just gone out of our way to do this, but it's kind of really nice. Am I getting that age where I'm looking at crematoriums and cemeteries? Probably. Anyway, we'll see you after this job. In the dark at Tango Towers, there's a bag here on the seat of the car, and in this bag is one or two things which have been passed on to me, and we've got a repair which you may be able to see through the gloom is Fidelity 1000. So that's going to be a forthcoming attraction in the future. But I thought we'd find that enjoyable, and it was such a nice surprise to see the Red Arrows. We're going to go and just do an on-the-air test now for today's video, and today's video is a Binatone Long Ranger 12. Thanks for watching.